Let me guess. You are building a prototype in Figma. And what starts out simple turns into a jungle of wires. Every little interaction needs a new frame, and it's driving you nuts. What if I told you that Figma has a way to build realistic UI interactions? Checkboxes, toggles, dropdowns, even flight seat selectors, all without code and without duplicating dozens of frames. That's what we are going to unlock today. Hi, this is Tulsi Nakum from KnowHow Academy. Today we are going to learn how to create hover buttons for websites, clickable checkboxes for task apps, drop-down filters like Amazon and Airbnb, and a real seat selector like you'd find on Delta Airlines. And lastly, how to reuse and override these components in a full design system. So we'll start with a simple hover button example for a landing page. First, create a rectangle frame and add learn more text in it. Then, create a component. Right click on the frame and choose create component. Then, then create one more component similar to it. Then, click on add variants. In variant 2, change background color. Let's say we'll choose a darker version of the previous color. So whenever we'll hover, it will give a darker color. It will show a darker shade. So now go to prototype tab that is on your right side properties panel. Click on your first variant and link the node to the second variant. Then choose trigger while hovering and action as change to, and remember your property should be your second variant, an animation, and keep the animation instant. For testing this, you can go to the play button that is available on the right side panel in the top bar and click on it. As you can see, whenever we are hovering our arrow over the learn more button, we can see it changes its color to the second variant. Let's move on to checkbox for to-do list. Let's say you are designing a productivity app. Let's draw a 20 by 20 pixel square and add a check mark inside it and create it as a component. Then click on add variant. Now remove the check mark from the second version as in second variant, as in the one will be the checked version and the other one will be as unchecked version. Now go to your prototype tab, link the unchecked version to the checked version and choose the trigger as on click, action as changed to, and animation instant. In the same way, link the checkbox to the unchecked one and keep the trigger as on click and action changed to. So now we have linked from unchecked to checked and checked to unchecked. So let's play it and see how it occurs. Click on the presentation button and see the demo. So while clicking on the box, we can see it is being checked, and while clicking again, it is going back to the unchecked one. So now let's make a to-do list of it. Now add 4 checkboxes inside a frame. To add 4 checkboxes, we'll just drag the instance of the component. You can go to assets and choose created in this file and you'll find the instance of the component that we have created previously. Drag it in your frame Now add the text by notebooks, order planner, call advisor, and check class schedule. Now hit play and now your to-do list is ready. Now we'll create a drop-down filter. Let's build a drop-down for size options. You must have seen these drop-down filters in many of your day-to-day daily applications that you must be using. So, first create a button that says filter by size with a down arrow. Create a rectangular frame, write filter by size and add a downward arrow. As you can see this. Now let's build a separate drop down panel in which there will be options like uh, extra small, small, medium, large, extra large, etc. So this extra drop down panel that we are creating, when we'll click on the downward arrow, this panel will be shown. We'll use the instance of the checkboxes that we had created earlier and we'll drag down it in a frame for all the sizes and see it's done. Now we'll go to our prototype tab. We'll link our, so drag the node and see it's done. So drag the node to it. We'll set the interaction for button to panel as trigger as on click, action as open overlay. So open overlay is basically it will appear on the frame and will also choose close when clicking outside. You can also choose the position and choose the animation as instant. Now let's test and see how the drop down works like any real online store. Click on a drop down arrow and as you can see the panel has appeared. You can click on the checked and unchecked boxes and as you can see when we are clicking outside the panel is closing automatically. Now we'll move on to flight seat selector. This time we are designing a seat booking app for a travel site. So let's create a seat layout, create one seat as rounded square and label it as 12A. Now let's create the variants of it. Click on add variant. Okay, so first variant will be our available. Second variant will be our hover. Third will be our selected and fourth will be our unavailable. And name it accordingly. Then we'll change the color for hover, a darker shade. For selected, green color and unavailable as grayish. Now let's connect these variants. Go to prototype tab, link available variant to hover variant and choose trigger as while hovering. So whenever you hover over the available seat, it will change to hover state, hover variant basically. Then link the hover state to selected one. So and choose trigger on click. So whenever you'll click on the hover seat, a hover variant, it will go to the selected variant. And once it is selected, link it to the unavailable one. So when you try to click on it again, it will show unavailable. Now our one seat is ready. Now you can use the instance of it and create a layout for flight seat selector and add some few gray unavailable ones and drag the instances of the seat and try clicking on it. And try hover, select available and see it behaves just like a real flight picker and it behaves just like real flight seat selector. See, that was really fun, right? Now let's move on to custom overrides in action. Now let's override labels in a component. You have built a checkbox that says buy groceries. Now we want the same checkbox to say pick up suit from dry cleaner. Click on it and change the text to pick up suit from dry cleaner and done. See, the interaction logic still works. We can override color, icons, text, and etc. all without affecting the master component. Override means instances inherit all the master component's properties, but still we can change all the properties of the instance and still it will interact the same way and it won't affect the master component. Now let's come to the common mistakes to avoid and let's see some quick tips. First, always rename your layers clearly to avoid any confusion. For different variants, use different naming conventions. For example, for available, if we are creating a flight seat selector for variant available, name it as available. And for the selected variant, name it as selection or selected. Just like that, name the variants differently according to their purpose. Second, use clean variant properties, state, type, size to make it visually appealing. Third, don't put interactions in nested groups. It can break. For example, if there is a group, you have created another group into it, so don't put interaction within the groups. But if there is a frame, you can do so. Next, test in light and dark mode. Always test your prototypes in different light and dark modes to check and avoid any kind of errors. Lastly, preview in both the desktop and mobile layouts. Make sure that your layout is flexible and it fits to all screen sizes. Now let's look at what we have built till now. First, a smooth hover button in which while we are hovering over it, we can see the changes. Second, an interactive to-do list in which we have created checkboxes that we can check and uncheck according to the task that we have done. Then a drop-down with filters. Then we had created a drop-down panel in which we'll click on the drop-down arrow and a panel will appear with the options. Lastly, a clickable flight seat grid. As we see, whenever we book a flight, that a layout will appear of the flight which will show the available seats, selected seats and the unavailable, etc. And all this has been built using interactive components in one frame each. Thank you for choosing KnowHow Academy for your IT source. We are always there to help you navigate to the tech world. It's been a pleasure sharing this information with you. Stay curious and keep learning.